So you are muted and we are going to begin. And we are on our fourth niyama, which is Svadhyaya. Svadhyaya. I love that. I love that word. And what it means is self-inquiry. So sva meaning self, adhyaya meaning inquiry. So it's about really getting to know yourself, about understanding what your triggers are, what your emotional triggers might be, just what turns you on, what brings you joy, what does not bring you joy. So understanding who you are so that you can move in the world towards the best version of yourself, the happiest version of yourself. So understanding those things. And one of the best way to understand yourself is through forms of meditation. And it can be traditional meditation, sitting quietly, cross-legged on a pillow if you like, or on a chair. I like to sit outside in nature when I can. But it's also, you can get to the same result through activities like running, walking in nature, gardening, listening to beautiful music, painting, writing, journaling, all of those things that allow us to move a little bit inward and explore ourselves. And Yogi Kripalu from the Kripalu Center for Yoga and Health had this saying that the highest form of compassion is self-inquiry without judgment. So whatever you come across in your self-exploration, just treating yourself with compassion and love and no judgment. So Svadhyaya. And in our yoga practice, it's about feeling our bodies moving and being, understanding how our bodies move, understanding how important it is to move and modify if we're moving into areas that aren't good for our body. So it's understanding what's good for us. So as I ask you to move in one direction or another and it doesn't serve your body, find another way to move. It's all about knowing yourself and knowing what's best for you. So having said that, we'll get started with our little self-exploration. So keep your mind really inquisitive about what's going on in your body as we move today. But we will start, of course, by centering ourselves. So we'll take a minute and a half to breathe with lots of awareness. So sit nice and tall, draw the navel in, roll the shoulders up and back. Settle your shoulders away from your ears. Close your eyes if you're comfortable with that, or let the gaze be soft. And just breathe with your attention on the breath. Noticing how it feels in your body as you breathe. Noticing if the inhale and the exhale are equal in length, and if they're not, over the course of a few breaths, see if you can make that happen. Let the in-breath and the out-breath be the same length. You can do that by layering a count on the inhale and the exhale. And if you find the breath to be shallow, you might invite it to move a little more deeply into the lungs. Without creating stress, not forcing it. Letting go of thoughts that might drift in, let them move on through rather than staying in your head and taking up residence. So acknowledge a thought, let it drift by, come back to the sensation of breath in the body. About 30 more seconds here, just nice, inquisitive experience as you watch the breath, feel the breath. Maybe adjust it to a more comfortable length. Then move your attention to your physical body. So a little body scan from head to toe, toe to head. Noticing what body parts might need a little extra care today, what's sore, what's tight, what might be healing from an injury. Making little notes of those areas so that you can be cautious and careful with that. And then moving organically with the eyes closed. So having assessed how the body feels, begin to move as it might want you to. With your eyes closed, you might do a few cat and cows or gentle rotations. You might circle the shoulders or circle the head. So whatever comes naturally, eyes are closed. It's just you and your body and your breath. Eventually coming to stillness. So a nice tall spine. Roll your shoulders up and back, settle them down away from your ears, root the feet into the ground. We're going to do 4 rounds of sun breaths. So inhale, fill up, arms reach overhead, palms press together. Exhale, turn the palms away and float them back down. Here's the second. Inhale, fill up. Feel that stretch through the ribs, the sides of the body. Exhale, let it go. 2 more as you fill up. Maybe the gaze goes up if you like. Exhale, maybe the chin comes down. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Keep the right arm down. Turn the left palm out, sweep it up and across the ceiling. Take a nice lean over to the right. Do a little bob here or there, finding that just right spot for this lean and this stretch, stretching into the left side, contracting the right side. Full breaths wherever you are, a couple of them, 2 or 3. And then inhale, sweep it up over to the other side. Holding here, breathing. And this is a good place for a little inquiry, you know. So are you in the fullest expression of the pose for your body? So you're not working overtime, not excessively, but there's some effort. And there's also some ease. So can you find that place in your own body, in your mind, in your breath? And then inhale, sweep both arms up. We're going to come to a twist to the right. So the left hand comes to the outer thigh, right hand comes behind you. Nice tall spine, navel drawing in. And begin to turn the head forward and back. Noticing where the stopping points are, where the resistance comes in. Just noticing it and honoring it, no forcing. Next time you're looking towards the back shoulder, pause. Take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, nod your chin, relax your shoulders, take 2 breaths. Bring the chin to neutral, turn it towards the front, take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, nod and relax. Take 2 breaths while you're there. And then inhale, sweep both arms up, bring it to the other side. So you're twisting to the left. Just find the nice tall spine and begin to move the head. A nice place to compare. Is this side stiffer or tighter than the other? Less range of motion here or more, maybe the same. Layering that curiosity, that sense of inquisitiveness. Next time you're looking towards the back shoulders, stop, take a nice breath in. Exhale, nod the chin, relax the shoulders, take 2 breaths. Bring the chin back to neutral and towards the front. Nice breath in and nod as you exhale. Relax the shoulders, 2 breaths. And as you inhale, sweep the arms up, overhead, reach, reach, reach. And then we're going to take a forward fold. So reach the arms forward, root down to the feet, energize the legs, come all the way down. Let the crown of the head turn down, relax the arms, let all the tension just kind of drip out of your fingertips or the crown of your head as it turns towards the floor. Take a nice breath in to the nose and sigh it out through the mouth. As you inhale, sweep your arms wide, bring yourself up, and exhale the hands back to the heart and back to your lap. We're going to take some little flowing twists here. Take your left hand to the outer right knee, just kind of cross diagonally across your body. Then we're going to sweep the arm up across the ceiling and behind us as we follow our hand with our gaze. And then we're going to bring it back up and back to the beginning. We're going to do 2 more. Inhale up and back and up and back. Last one. Like a little rainbow over your head. And back to the beginning. Bring that left hand down to your lap. Take your right hand to your outer left leg. Same thing. We're going to sweep up and back and up and forward. A little different kind of stretching and flowing. And the last one up and back and up. And back to the beginning. Bring your hands to your lap. Take a big shrug up on your inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Bring your arms out to the side. Palms are up. Bring your hands to your shoulders and begin to draw circles with your elbows. Let the circles get large or keep them small. Totally up to you. Notice what direction you started, pause, and reverse. Keep your elbows out to the side. And we're going to flap our little bird wings. So we're going to go up to the ceiling and down. So just go with your breath. I usually count these things, but I'm not counting today. I'm just going to let you go at whatever pace you like. And bring your elbows out to the side after your last extension. Bring your arms out to the side and we'll tap. So on an exhale, tap, inhale, extend. And again, we're just going at our own pace. I'm not going to count today. It's just you and your body. Just see how it feels. Go at the pace of your breath. And the next time your hands are tapping your shoulders, keep them there. Bring your elbows towards each other. And then back out. Flowing again with your breath. Exhale in, inhale out. Find a rhythm that's comfortable. And the next time your elbows are forward, keep them there. And bring your hands up so that your palms are facing behind you. We'll extend and tap. So just extend and tap. I usually like to do the extension on an inhale, the tapping on an exhale, but hey, if it works better for you the other way, your body, your breath. Next time your hands are on your shoulders, just pause, bring the elbows down, feel that release. Take your hands to your lap, take a nice breath in, shrug it up. And on an exhale, sigh it out. We're going to do work on our core here. So we're going to engage our core, draw the navel in, low ribs in and up, lift the pelvic floor. And we'll do opposite knee to elbow. I'm not going to count. I'll tell you when to stop. Just do it. Do it to your breath. So here we go, opposite knee and elbow. Try to stay nice and tall. Keep your breath moving along with the movements. You can always stop whenever it's time for you. Finish one more set and bring it to a close. Beautiful. Bring your feet about as wide as the legs of the chair. Bring your hands to your thighs. We're going to do rotations of the torso. Start in whatever direction is good for you. Keep your core engaged, especially when you're leaning backwards. You really want to protect that back as you come back and forward. And again, the circles can be large, they can be small, they can be slow, real super slow, or they can be a little quicker. Find a place to stop in reverse direction. Eventually coming to a nice tall spine. Bring your feet a little closer together and take that right leg up and in. Circle the ankle and point and flex the toes. Bring lots of movement into the skin on the sole, on the top of the foot, and toes. Then spread your toes. Eventually keeping that foot flexed, take that ankle to your thigh. Thigh doesn't work for you today, extend that left leg and find a place along the shin that works better for you. Starting out in a nice tall vertical position, just checking in with your right hip, noticing how it feels. And if a little lean forward might be nice, you might give it a little try. Letting each exhale be kind of a releasing effect. You might even feel a little micro movement closer to your shin as you breathe out. Might not even be observable if someone were looking at you, but it's a sensation of release in the muscles in that hip, around the buttocks and low back. And then as you're ready, if you're leaning forward, bring yourself back to vertical. Take that leg out in front of you, flex the foot and bring the heel to the ground. And glide your right hand down towards your toes. Keep the foot flexed for maximum stretch in the calf and the hamstring. But keep a micro bend in the knee. You don't want pulling back there. Just breathe into whatever you sense in the back of that leg. Relax the head, nod it, shake it. Stay nice and relaxed. And then bring yourself all the way back up. Left foot next to right, left foot comes in. Give a squeeze to that leg, rotate at the ankle. Move all that skin, flex. Curl, spread. Whatever adjective you can lay on this movement. You just really want to get all the ligaments, tendons, bones in that foot moving around. Eventually keeping the ankle flexed, bring that ankle to your right thigh. Again, modifying if need be, extending that right leg and gliding that left ankle down that shin. Take a breath or two to assess what's going on this side. Might be different than the other. You might be less tight, more tight, different. Might feel it in a different spot. Take a breath in, and if it's right for you, take a little lean forward again, letting that exhale be that softening agent, that little micro movement closer to your shin perhaps, even if it's just the sensation of release. Each exhale bringing that effect. And then come back all the way up. And take that left leg forward, flex the foot heel to the ground, glide towards your ankle or your toes. Keep the foot flexed and breathe. And draw yourself back up. Feet together, they're not right together, but about hip width distance. We'll do, let's do 5 sun salutations, 3 plain and 2 with twists today. Finding mountain pose. Nice tall spine, arms relaxed by your side. Inhale the arms up overhead, press the palms together as you exhale, come to cactus. Inhale, lean slightly forward. Exhale, glide your hands over your knees, down to your ankles. Let the head turn down. Inhale, lengthen the spine. So the arms lengthen, the heart reaches forward, shoulders draw back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root down to rise up. Sweep the arms out, overhead and back to the beginning. We'll do 2 more of those. Inhale, up. And exhale to cactus. Inhale, lean, and exhale all the way down. Inhale, find length, and exhale, fold. Inhale, energize those legs, bring the arms out and up and back to the beginning. Last plain one, inhale up and exhale to cactus. Inhale, lean, and exhale, fold. Inhale, find length, and exhale, fold. Inhale, bring it up. And back to mountain. So we'll add the twists. Inhale up, exhale to cactus. Inhale, lean, and exhale, fold. Inhale, find length. Exhale, left hand down, right arm out to the side, rotate to the right, and bring it back down. Switch sides and rotate left, and then bring it back down. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep out and up, and bring it back to mountain. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, lean. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left hand down, right arm out to the side. Take that rotation to the right. I love looking this way. All my grandchildren's pictures are on this side. Bring it back down. And then come to the other side. And bring it back down and fold. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale your hands to your heart and pause. Just notice and feel later that sense of inquiry on the effects of these seated postures. It can be so very powerful. We allow them to be. And then we will do our stand-up sit-downs. So position your feet in a place to support you. Feet shouldn't be beyond the knees here for the best support. Opposite hand, opposite shoulder. And we'll do 20. And if you need to take a break or stop at any point, you do that. There we go. Here's 1. And 2. 3. And 4. 5. And 6. 7. And 8, 9, and 10. Bottom arm to the top just because. 11 and 12, 13 and 14, 15, 16 and 17 and 18. 2 more and 19. And 20. Have a seat. Take a big breath in. And then sigh it then we will stand up to do our joint rotations, get that synovial fluid going. I thought we'd start with the wrists today. So bring your forearms together. Interlace your fingers and draw figure eights on the ceiling. So keep your forearms together. You're just kind of wandering, getting into those wrists. Notice what direction you're going and then reverse. And then shake it out. We don't do our wrists too often, and they're an important part of our body, our joint system. So let's find mountain pose. Nice tall spine, feet rooted down, knees slightly lifted, legs engaged. Tailbone turning down to the space between your heels. Shoulders relaxed, chin parallel to the floor. Shoulders stacked over hips, knees over ankles. Just appreciate the balance and strength in this mountain pose for a breath. And then open your eyes if they are closed. And bring your weight into your right side. Step back on the toes of the left foot. We're going to roll over them. I am going to count these series for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 2 and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring that foot down, step the other one back and roll. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring your big toes together, heels apart. Knees together, hands above them, circle those knees. 1, 2, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reverse and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Walk your hands up your legs. Separate your feet. Keep your knees nice and soft as you circle your hips for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and reverse. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Keep your legs as they are. Shake out your arms and begin that beautiful waterfall series as you rotate the torso, lifting the opposite heel, letting the arms just be soft and relaxed. Keep breathing. And then bring yourself to stillness, torso quiets, then the arms settle. Bring your feet wide. Turn your toes out and bring your hands up overhead. We're going to sink into goddess 5 times. And we'll do that hold on the 5th one. So here we go. Here's 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to hold for 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it up and step the feet together. Take your right foot, cross it over your left, and bring your arms up overhead. Left hand grabs the right wrist. Relax the shoulders and take a little lean to the left. Breathe into the right side. And then uncross your feet. Bring your hands to your shoulders. We're going to take a twist to the left. So take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, rotate left. Keep that right hip drawing back. Just observe how it wants to come forward. Bring yourself back to center and relax the arms down. Take the left foot, cross it over the right, and bring your arms overhead. So the right hand will grab the left wrist and we will lean to the right. Relax the shoulders and breathe. And then uncross. And release. Good job. Let's do crane pose today. So I'm going to bring the weight into the right side, come onto the toes of the left foot. You can keep your toes right there, or lift that leg, flex that foot, and bring the arms out to the side. Find a drishti, a point to focus on. Take your left arm forward and then back out, and your right arm forward, and then back out. Both arms forward and then back. And then take flight, be light, and then land. Let's do the other side. We have a left-footed crane. So the left foot plants, the right foot comes up. Maybe you lift it, maybe you keep it down, totally up to you. Keep that foot engaged, that leg engaged, arms out to the side, find your drishti. Right arm forward and back. Ooh, I'm wiggly today on this side. Left arm forward and back. Both arms forward and back. And then take flight. And then land. Oh. Shake it out if you like. And we will go to tree. What's a day without a tree? Nice tall spine, nice strong Tadasana. Come onto the toes of the left foot and rotate that knee out. So the toes can stay on the ground, heel against the shin or ankle, hands at your heart or overhead, or maybe even a hand on the chair today. Different days, different experiences. Nice bit of comparison one day versus another without judgment always. I'm watching the clock as we hold in this tree pose. Keep the breath fluid and full, allowing that suppleness that allows the redistribution of balance in the body. And then take that knee forward and step out of your tree. You can be still here, let the body settle, or shake things out. And then we will do tree on the other side. So you're in on the left leg, come onto the toes of the right foot, turn that knee out. Toes can stay down or come up the calf today. Hands at your heart or maybe overhead. I'm watching the clock. So you can relax and breathe into this balanced posture, this very strong tree with the roots connected into the ground and the limbs reaching high into the sky. Shoulders are relaxed, the breath is fluid. And then turn that knee forward and step yourself out of your tree. Shake it out if you like. And then turn your chair around so we can do a little flow today before we come to the ground. So find mountain pose. So the seat of the chair is facing you, you're facing the seat of the chair. Inhale the arms up overhead as you exhale, bow forward. Inhale, come to a flat back, so hands to shins or thighs, shoulders draw back, heart reaches forward. As you exhale, fall back down. Inhale, bend the knees generously as you sweep the arms wide and high. Exhale, come back to the beginning mountain pose. We'll do one more of those. Inhale up, exhale, fold. Inhale, long spine, and exhale, fold. Inhale, reverse it. Back to mountain. So we will add the chair on this next round. Inhale, overhead, exhale, bow. Inhale to a long spine. Exhale, hands to the chair, side plank. So you're on the balls of your feet, your shoulders are over your wrists. Your whole body is a nice, straight, strong, long plank. You can stay right here or thread your torso between your arms as you lift your heart and your gaze come onto your toes. And as you exhale, send your hips back to down dog. We're going to come through 2 more times of this plank to down dog. So as you inhale, come forward to plank. Stay in plank or move into up dog. Exhale, send the hips back to down dog. A nice, slow, steady movement here. Inhale, float forward to plank. Good upper body strength movements here. Stay in plank if you like, or thread it through the up dog. Exhale, send the hips back to down dog. And then pedal out your dog. So bend one knee and then the other. Kind of wiggle or wag the tail. Relax the head between the biceps. So don't let it hang way down. Kind of reach the crown of the head towards the seat of the chair. Eventually coming on to the balls of your feet and then bringing your heels down, bending your knees as much as you need to. Nice long spine, nice long arms. As you inhale, step your left foot forward. And today we're going to come into crescent lunge. So we're going to keep the heel lifted of the back foot and it's in line with the front of the foot. And with the ball, bring your arms up overhead. So a little extra balance here. A nice breath in, and as you exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, rotate left. Stay with your hands at your heart or open up. Flip your front hand, reach it high, walk the back hand down the back leg. And then bring arms wide and sweep everything high. As you exhale, come forward with the torso, arms draw back. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, draw back. Inhale, sweep up. And exhale, sweep back. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale into cactus. Take 3 breaths. Inhale, arms up overhead. And exhale, come back to plank. Stay in plank or thread through to up dog. Exhale, send the hips back to down dog. Inhale, step the right foot forward. Stay on the ball of the back foot as you rise up into crescent lunge. It's settled here, balanced here. Take a breath in and bring your hands to your heart on your exhale. Take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, rotate right. Stay here with hands at heart or open. Stay here or flip the front hand and reverse. Bring the arms wide and sweep the arms high. Exhale, arms back, torso forward. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, sweep it back. And inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, back. And inhale, up. Exhale to cactus. Take 3 breaths. Inhale, arms high. And exhale, hands to the chair, step it back to plank. Stay in plank, last opportunity to thread through to up dog. Exhale, hips back to down dog. Fill it out. Eventually bringing your heels to the ground, walking your hands back towards your legs. Hanging in ragdoll, holding opposite elbows if you like, or dangling your arms. Take a nice breath into the nose and sigh out. Bending the knees generously, sweep the arms wide, bring yourself all the way up and back to mountain. Pausing to notice the effects of these standing balances and flows. And then open your eyes and move your chair off your mat. We will find our way down to the floor. So find mountain pose at the top of your mat. And if you have pillows or blocks around or a blanket, you might have it nearby. We're going to do a little quad stretch today that might need a little support. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale, take a bow. Inhale, long spine. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step one foot back, lower the knee, and then bring the other one back. Find tabletop here. So hands are fisted or flat, fingers spread if your hands are flat. Couple of cat and cows, you know the routine. Tail up, heart up, gaze up, belly falls. And then the other way, so you're arching, pressing the shoulder blades up, relaxing the crown of the head down. Then what we're going to do is bring our forearms down to the ground and walk our knees back, lay our bellies flat, and come into Sphinx pose. So the tops of the feet are flat, pressing into the mat, lifting a little bit of the pressure off the knees here. Forearms are parallel. You might imagine shrinking the mat by pulling it back towards you, resulting in a nice lift of the heart. Draw back up the shoulders. Bring the chin parallel to the floor. If this is too much on your low back, you can always widen your arms, lower the torso, or bring your elbows a little further forward for less of an arch in the low back. But typically the elbows are under the shoulders. Shoulders draw back. Heart lifts. Nice, beautiful stretch from the belly up the front of the body. Press into the mat with your hands. Lift your elbows. Lower down. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to do 3 rounds of rolling baby cobra. So you're looking down at the mat. On an inhale, roll the shoulders up towards your ears, towards the ceiling and back as you float the chest off the mat. Maybe you float your hands. Exhale, lower it all back down. Inhale, roll the shoulders, same thing. Float the heart and the head, reach the head forward. Maybe you lift your hands. And lower. One more. Floating, rolling, and floating. Rooting down through your pubic bone. Feet are still on the floor. Heart is lifted, maybe hands. And then bring it all back down. Stack your forearms under your forehead. Bend your knees and windshield wipe your legs. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. Bring yourself back up to tabletop. And if you have, we're going to do that quad stretch. So if you have a couple of blocks or a rolled blanket, Might want to have them nearby. We're going to come into hero pose or a modified hero pose, and this can be very intense on your knees. So if you have any knee issues, you might want to sit on a couple of blocks or blankets so you're not having to lower, but you're still getting a stretch, not as much stress on the knees. You can sit on just one block. So you get lower and you get that stretch, but it's not quite so intense. If you have no block, I'm having one block for myself today, or a little blanket, a couple of pillows. So your feet are directly underneath your hips here, and you're just settling in. In order to take our minds off this stretch, because sometimes if your quads are tight, it can feel rather intense. We're just going to take our arms up overhead, interlace our fingers, pointers up. Take a little lean to the left, then a little lean to the right. Coming back up, taking a little rotation to the left, sweeping it back up, and a little rotation to the right. And bringing everything back to center. Bringing yourself back to tabletop. And finding your way to staff pose. So you could just cross at the ankles, sit back and extend. You could bring a hip forward or down to the mat, swing your legs around. Whatever works for you. I'm observing that I'm doing this completely opposite the way I'm usually facing the other way. So this is a good thing for me to think about, change. So here I'm facing this way. We're going to lower down onto our mat. So bring your hands out as if you're holding a tray. Or if you want to help yourself down, just let your hands settle by your hips. We're going to go down from 10 to 1. So here we go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5, 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Once you're there, take a full body stretch. Arms reach overhead, toes reach long, little arch in the low back. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a beautiful squeeze. Maybe rock, toss your legs from side to side, catch them with your hands. Maybe you circle, whatever feels good. This is a really great self-massage for the low back and even into the buttocks if you have sore muscles along the outer hip. You make those circles big. You can sometimes catch those tender spots. Give them a little massage. And then stop when you're in the middle, right on your back. Bring your arms out like wings. Take a nice breath in. As you exhale, let your knees fall to the left, stacking your hips and knees and ankles. Excuse me. Maybe looking out towards the right fingers. Doing a little body scan like you did in the beginning of class, just checking in with what might still be tight, what spots maybe we missed. Send your breath there. You might notice different flow of energy moving. And then engaging your core. Draw yourself back to center, knees close to the chest. And let everything fall to the other side. You're falling to the right, stacking knees and hips and ankles, and maybe gazing to the left. And if your legs are hanging in a space, if you can't get them to the ground, roll a blanket, put a block underneath them or between them. Excuse me, anything to take the stress of it. Your leg hanging in midair. You want to let it settle on something. And as you're ready, bring yourself back to center. Bring your hands between your legs, reach for your toes, or wrap the outside of your thighs as you bring the soles of the feet up. So you can just hug your legs, drawing your thighs down towards the ground, or your knees towards your armpits, or you can bring your hands, wrap your big toes with your peace fingers. You can hold the outer or inner edge of your foot. Try to stay long on the mat though, so don't let your tailbone curl up into a little turtle on its back. Really extend that tailbone towards the bottom of the mat so the whole spine is connected to the mat. You might extend one leg, then the other, or both. You could rock or not. Keep breathing. Being curious about how things feel in your body. How can you modify to be more comfortable and still get a nice stretch? And then release whatever bind you have. Bring your knees together, straighten your legs to the best of your ability. Circle your ankles a few times, point and flex your toes. And then take your hands, lift your tailbone, stack your hands under your tailbone, float your legs up to the ceiling in Viparita Karani, legs up the wall. So you can also, rather than have your hands under your tailbone, you could put a blanket, a rolled blanket, folded blanket. You could even put a block there if you like. And just allow the reverse blood flow from your toes and feet and ankles and legs back to your heart, your thyroid, back to your head, your lungs. This is a great, great posture to do before you go to bed if you're restless. Great way to settle down. And as you're ready to be still for Shavasana, you can stay right here in this posture. You can scoot yourself up to a wall and let your legs be supported by that wall if you like. Or you can come into traditional corpse pose with the feet at the bottom of the mat. Or you can keep your feet wide and let your knees fall into each other with your knees bent if that's better for you. Just explore. You can even lay on your stomach. You can lay on your side. Find a place where you can be still. And once you find that place, just take a big breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth. Allow the whole back body to settle into the mat. The back of the head, the backs of the shoulders and arms and hands, the buttocks, the calves and heels. And as you rest in this place of stillness, this quiet space, this contemplative space, I invite you to think about this niyama of Svadhyaya, this understanding yourself, to Practice self-inquiry without judgment. Notice or think about things that might trigger negative reactions. Think about ways you can move away from those negative reactions. So you might draw your awareness back to your breath, allowing each new breath to be fuller than the breath before it. Each breath out, a little more of a letting go, release. Bringing awareness back to your physical body, wiggling fingers and toes, or circling ankles and wrists, or letting the head gently drift from side to side. And if it would feel good to take a nice full body stretch, go ahead and extend the arms overhead, extend the legs long, take the biggest, fullest breath of the day so far, all the way into the top. Keep going. Sigh it out as you wrap your arms around your legs, drawing your knees into your chest, giving yourself the biggest hug of the day. Maybe the first hug of the day. A hug of gratitude towards yourself for making it here to practice, for practicing and allowing your body to move freely. Breathe freely. Choosing to roll to one side, left or right. Stay on your back. Just taking a moment to reflect on how things might have shifted or changed in your body, released, relaxed, opened, or warmed, or perhaps how things might have changed in your mind as you went through your practice today. Perhaps an openness, curiosity, a different point of view. Finding one small thing that you can take off your mat, perhaps it is that self-inquiry, that svadhyaya, that niyama, that is us working towards understanding ourselves. Don't leave one thing behind. Maybe it is a criticism, a thought, a worry, or a fear. Just lay that down for now. If you must pick it up again because it's important, then you will. But for now, just let it go. And find your way to a comfortable seat. And once you are seated, bring your hands to your heart. We bring our hands to our hearts, reminding us to fill our hearts with kindness and compassion, and to our lips, reminding us to speak words of kindness and compassion. To our third eye, reminding us to expand our thoughts, kindness and compassion towards ourselves as well as others. And in honor of the light that shines in each one of us, the light that unites us all, we bow and say namaste.